alright?
All right, Willard.
You look as though you've seen a ghost.
Yes, I'm fine.
You don't look fine, old chap. Are you sure?
Yes, I just need some fresh air. Charming.
Of course. Quite strange. He seemed rather flustered to me, don't you think?
I'd better go check on him.
Oh, all right, John, but don't be long. Your tea will get cold.
Your tea.
Thank you, Agnes. Oh my goodness, I'd almost forgotten. Did you hear about Mrs. Trumbull? Mrs. Trumbull? Well, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but...
Are you all right, Will?
It is a strange thing that the smallest of creatures should decay even the largest of species.
What are you talking about?
Gone. It's all gone, like the tide rolling out to the sea.
My good man, are you quite well? Shall I fetch a doctor?
No. No. Sorry. Don't mind anything I just said, John. It's all nonsense.
If you say so. Shall I have Sarah pour you a cup of tea?
Please, I'll be alone presently.
It was a case of inhumation. In 1810, Mademoiselle Victorine Lafourcade, a young girl of illustrious family, of wealth and beauty, was supposed to have passed away. Or at least, so everyone thought. She was buried in a pauper's grave in the village where she grew up. Days later, her forsaken love, Julien Rousseau, visited the grave to pay his respects. Overcome by grief, he unearthed the coffin, hoping to steal one of his beloved's locks of hair. But something had gone horribly amiss. A blunder was made. Mistaken for dead, Mademoiselle Lafourcade was very much alive and gasping for breath.
Who are you?
I have no name in the regions which I inhabit.
What then are you?
I am no one. I am that which was dead, and have returned to wander the earth in everlasting torment.
What do you want?
Can you not hear them? My fellow tortured. Hear their wails, the pain that is never abated. Rise, I tell you. Rise! Is it not a sorry sight? Behold, how they long to be released from their earthly prison. warning lest you share their fate.
It's made of plywood, specifically designed to decompose quickly. Only if you'll notice, I've made some slight modifications of my own. If you look here, I've attached a bell to a string.
How very clever.
The coffin shall be buried with 3 feet extra space in all directions. One might also inquire as to how I will remove the lid with coffin being buried so far beneath the surface. Well, my friends, I have solved that most ingeniously. Yeah. Good old boy. I have hitherto stated that the coffin shall be buried just beneath the surface, so that with the slightest pressure on my part with a spring I attached myself, the coffin door shall fly open, sending a volcano of dirt and unsuspecting worms into the air.
Willard, this is most extraordinary. But are all these precautions truly necessary? Do you not believe we wouldn't know if you're dead or not?
John, Sarah, you two have become like family to me. And I know that you would never intentionally bury me while I might yet still be alive.
Intentionally?
Intentionally. Have either of you ever heard of a disease called hemysyncope? I didn't think so. It's a fairly common form of catalepsy. With no warning at all, my joints, muscles, and pulse all assume an instant state of paralysis, causing my appearance to look as if I am truly dead. I began developing symptoms years ago, but they have intensified.
Is there any cure?
None as of yet. This is what worries me. What if I should have a seizure and then be mistaken for? It would mean a slow death by starvation, suffocation, and madness.
How often are these poor souls mistaken for dead?
Now, I've read of many cases where reputable doctors have made the blunder and leave their patients to wake in the graves. This possibility is all too real for me. I can't let this fate be mine. I can't. I won't.
Willard, you're not well. You're worn out with worry. Let John and I take you to our summer home by the sea. You can rest and recover there.
Thank you, Sarah. I fear I could inconvenience you both.
Nonsense. It would be an honor to have you.
Yes, my brother and I would look forward to it, wouldn't we, John?
Yes, it would be delightful, just like old times.
Only if you're quite sure.
You simply must. We won't take no for an answer.
All right, then.
Good. We leave tomorrow. Feel that breeze, old chap? There's nothing like it in all of England.
So pleasant here, so peaceful.
I want to thank you both for helping such a poor dismal soul like me forget his troubles.
Think nothing of it. Shall we?
Yes.
Then John got up because he never said from the house.
True, I actually did. Although I'm quite wonderful to... give up then, eh? You know, I think I had you...
It is charming weather for them indeed, she continued, as she sat down to the breakfast table with a happy countenance. How much they must enjoy it, but, with a little return of anxiety, it cannot be expected to last long. At this time of the year, and after such a series of rains, we will certainly have very little more of it. Frost will soon set in all probability with severity. In another day or two, perhaps, as extreme mildness can hardly last any longer. Nay, perhaps it may freeze tonight. Well, I'm sorry, but you did ask me, you know.
Sarah, when I asked you what you were reading, I didn't actually mean for you to start reading what you were reading.
Sense and Sensibility is a novel appropriate for all audiences, provided they're open-minded enough to listen.
That excludes us then, old chap.
All right, I can tell when my literature isn't wanted. Perhaps a walk then.
Yes, I think a walk shall do us good.
As usual, another glorious day. You know, I think I'm growing quite accustomed to this sort of living.
Yes, Willard, I do believe you should visit us more often.
Come as often as you want, if you'll have me.
Who's that talking?
I still feel it's too early to pronounce him dead.
Mr. Cooper, he's been in this state for nearly 3 days. I believe it's time we bury this man properly.
No, I'm still alive. John, don't listen to him. For heaven's sake, I'm still alive. Oh, why can't anyone hear me?
I'm well aware of Mr. Hughes' disease, but no patient of mine has been in this semi-conscious state for this long. I do believe he is truly dead.
John, tell him I'm not dead.
Besides, other patients are in more dire need of this bed than this man. Please extend my condolences to his relatives, and, of course, to you and your sister, Sarah.
Of course. Thank you, Doctor.
No, John! You said you would wait! You promised you would wait.
We now commit the body of Willard A. Hughes to the ground. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Amen.
Goodbye, Willard.
We're going to miss you, old chap. Oh, dear.
No, wait, my vision show me he's dead. What's Barry doing? My bell. My vision. There must must be some sort of mistake. No, there can't be a mistake. John! Sarah! I'm in the wrong coven! I'm still alive! I'm still alive! Somebody get me out of here! I'm still alive!
Willard.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Go away! Oh, no!
Willard!
Where am I?
You're at the summer home. You've been asleep for 4 days. We thought you were going to sleep the whole week away.
I should say so. How are you, my good man?
I'm confused. Is this real?
Of course.
I'm not dead.
No, whatever gave you that news?
I had the most horrible dreams.
We could hear you. It must have been a terrible fall you had. The doctor said that if John hadn't pulled you out of the water in time... It seems terrible to even say it.
Thank you for that.
I feel like all of my adult life has been so focused on my death that I neglected to acknowledge the life I had to live. Not anymore. I'm going to focus on the life I had to live, no matter how brief or how long.
Would you like some tea?
I would love some.
You know, Willard, seeing you in the water there reminded me of our old times at university. Do you remember the incident where you pushed me into the water?
I did not push you. You tripped over your own clumsy foot.
I talked to Clyde after the incident. You saw the whole thing.
Oh, Clyde, is he the one with those funny spectacles?
I rather liked them. In fact, it made him have this sort of look of smart.
They were ridiculous. They made him look as if he had two giant telescope eyes and quadrants.
Considering you wore them yourself, I
wore them to make